Welcome back to another exciting episode of Peacock Society 42 show. I'm your host, Eerie, and today we are going to cover ghost stories all across Asia. Do you guys believe in the ghosts, the paranormal activities, spirits, and the dead? Come with me as I take you on to the dark side. Today we have our special guest who will join us. Danny, how are you?
Hi, Mayuri. Thank you for inviting me. Wow, you look amazingly creepy.
Likewise. And what are you supposed to be?
Well, I'm supposed to be a Chinese vampire from the Qing dynasty. I think it's 17th century. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but yeah.
Is that the one that hops around, the Chinese hopping vampire?
Yeah,
I like
much.
that.
But I wanted to be Wong Fei Hong, but I couldn't pull it off. So
No, you can definitely pull it off.
yeah. Oh, thank you for your compliment, Mayuri. All right, let's dive into this. What are we talking about today, guys?
All right, so we're going to be talking about Hungry Ghost in China. I don't know if you guys are familiarized with the story and the festival. Do you know anything about the Hungry Ghost festival?
I do not. I hear about it from my Chinese friends, but I don't know too much about it. Give us the whole rundown, like when it was started and how it became this like big festival in Malaysia, Singapore, China, Thailand.
I mean, it's all across the world.
Yeah.
You have Chinese people moving everywhere, and so it's practiced, celebrated everywhere. So let me just go ahead and give you guys the quick rundown. The Hungry Ghost Festival in China, also known as Ghost Month, is deeply rooted in traditional Chinese beliefs about the afterlife, spirits, and honoring ancestors. The festival is celebrated on the 15th day of the 7th month of the Chinese lunar calendar, which is why it is sometimes referred to as Zhongyuan Festival in Taoism or Ulaanbaatar in Buddhism. This month is considered a period when the gates of the underworld is open, the hungry, restless spirits are free to roam the earth. The festival has its roots in a blend of Taoist and Buddhist traditions. Its earliest references date back over 2,000 years through the practices as they are today evolved over time.
Wow, that's crazy. So the portals are open during that time.
Right. The gates of hell is open for 30 days or the entire month. And so you have all these spirits roaming around earth just looking for something.
I was reading a little bit about it, because I didn't want to sound dumb on your show. But I guess these spirits are like always restless, just wandering. Like they're like scavengers, man.
Right. They are hungry. They do have the desire. They wasn't able to let go of their possession, their greediness, the things that they had during when they were alive. Okay, so I'm going to give you guys a quick rundown of who he is, and I apologize if I don't know the history quite well. So if you guys are more knowledge, please let me know. We both want to be enlightened. Okay, so we have this badass disciple, Buddha disciple. Mm-hmm. He has the ability to see the dead. Right. And so one day he was in deep meditation and he went down to the spirit realm, also known as the Hungry Ghost realm.
So it's like the underworld.
Correct.
Is it hell?
I guess it's hell. Yeah, it's a different level hell. Okay. They have like so many levels.
Oh wow!
Depending on like what you've done when you were alive. So this is the Hungry Ghost spirit realm. Mm-hmm. So he was down there and he saw all of these spirits just suffering from starvation. He then saw one particular spirit. As he got closer, he saw who it was. He immediately broke down and was shocked. It was his mom. It was his mother.
Oh, wow. That's crazy. He saw his mom down there?
Yeah, he saw his mom and he was shocked because he immediately remembered all the good times. He reminisced the good times, like what she did for him as far as like caring, loving, being the sweetest person. And, when you're a child, you never see the flaws in your parents. You never see what they do or anything bad. So with his supernatural powers, he gathered all these food for his mom. He gave it to her, and then she tried eating the food. However, it immediately turned into charcoal flames. He was shocked at what happened, and he immediately went back to the Buddha, and he went to explain what he saw in detail. And then the Buddha had told him that when his mother was living, she was very greedy, selfish, and she did not want to let go of her possession or her status. So she became a hungry ghost.
Whoa, that's crazy, Mayuri. Is there anything he can do to help his mom get out of there?
See, that's the thing, Danny. You would think that with all the supernatural powers that he have, you would think that he's able to save his mother, right? Well, the Buddha had told him that because his mother became a hungry ghost, those were the choices that she made in life. She was greedy, selfish, and she didn't want to let go of all of her possession. There's one thing that he could do to help his mother. He was instructed by the Buddha to make offerings to accumulate merit, and it could possibly help release her spirit.
Okay, interesting.
Right. If the monk, the disciple, the badass disciple, goes out and gives offerings to the sanghas or the monks in return would give prayers in his mother's name. And that's how, by doing good deed. And so over time, it could release her spirit.
All right. Okay. That's very informative. Thank you, Mayuri. All right. Let's go into this hungry ghost, like this whole festival. Like, I want to know more about it.
All right, so let me just go ahead and give you a summary.
Okay.
In Chinese folklore, hungry ghosts are spirits of people who died tragic, sudden, or violent deaths, or those who were not properly honored by their descendants after death. These ghosts wander the earth in search of food, offerings, and sometimes revenge. They are believed to be trapped in a state of perpetual suffering characterized by hunger, hence the name hungry ghosts. These ghosts are typically depicted as having narrow necks, bloated bellies, and a thin appearance, symbolizing their inability to consume enough food to satisfy their hunger.
Wow, that's crazy.
You think that they're hungry for food, but
yeah.
In reality, it's because they have all of these desire. They just want. And so when they die, they become a hungry ghost.
Yeah, you're probably going to be a hungry ghost,
right.
Most likely.
Most likely, yeah, because, I love money. I cannot live without money. So when I die, I'm definitely going to turn into a hungry ghost because I just love money. So my future descendants, if you guys are watching this in the future, if I die and if I'm dead, please burn me lots of Joss paper money. Yeah, I need that.
Burn her some F&G money, or what is it called? Joss paper?
Joss paper money.
Yeah, burn it away. Yeah,
yes.
Most likely I'll be a hungry ghost as well.
Yeah, do you have a lot of desire?
I do. I'm a man with ambition.
I mean, it's really hard to live in a modest lifestyle because you can't let go of money, fortune, fame, sex, being in a relationship, title, status, being a king. You can't let that go. I mean, I don't know about you, Danny. I love myself. I like being selfish.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something else. I thought she was going to say, yeah, I love sex. Yeah. I'm always hungry for sex. All right, moving on to the next one.
So the Hungry Ghost Festival is observed to appease the wandering spirits and offer them food, ensuring they do not harm the living. It's also an opportunity for people to honor their ancestors and to ensure that their spirits are cared for in the afterlife.
Dang, sounds like they're like really malevolent. Like if you don't feed them, they'll like curse you or something.
I mean, they can be. Yeah. And I'm going to give you the rundown on that later. So, what we can do for the hungry ghosts, we have to, offer them food. And again, burn them Joss paper, the play money, and also praying for them.
Okay.
So the living hope to ease the suffering of these spirits while also protecting themselves from potential harm.
Okay. All right. Interesting.
This is kind of similar to like Day of the Dead or Pchom in Cambodian Ancestor Day.
Yeah, but like the Day of the Dead, they're more like I don't think they're like malevolent or anything. It's like everyone celebrates it. They dress up. It's like Halloween, right?
Right. Day of the Dead, you remember your ancestor, bringing their pictures, putting in on the altars.
Yeah, like their favorite food, drink.
Right. Something like that.
Favorite No, I'm just joking.
Have you guys seen Coco, the movie? Is that Coco, the cartoon movie?
Yeah, that's Coco. Yeah.
Right. You have to remember your ancestors. Otherwise, they're not able to, go to, crossover
to the other realm or whatever.
Right. Something like that, right?
Or they'll like completely just like disappear. Or
right. And
like
they
fade into like a memory or something, like fade away.
Right. And then Pchom Ban, it's the ancestor day for Cambodians. They believe in your ancestors. You know, they also give offerings, prayers to remember them as well.
So there's a lot of similarities with like the Chinese Hungry Ghost Festival, Pachom Ban, and the Mexican Day of the Day, De los Muertos. I apologize if I'm not saying it correctly.
In my opinion, the Hungry Ghost Festival is more a little bit more scarier. Like level 10
like
because you know, you have all these spirits that's roaming the earth for 30 days, and there's all different kind of spirits. You got murderer, rapists, victims, people that drown, people that had committed suicide, or people that are not loved and they come back looking for their descendants and haunting them.
Right. Especially the ones that don't have a family or don't have anyone. They'll just come and haunt you, right?
Right.
Because they're looking for food or looking for something. Could you again describe their appearance of these spirit?
Yeah, sure. So the hungry ghost, also known as Igwe, sorry if I butchered this in Chinese, they do have a distinct and unsettling appearance in folklore and the religious depictions. The hungry ghost is typically depicted very thin, skeletal. They're hungry and often they're bloated, like their stomach is like really big. Their throat and mouth is very thin and narrow. And this is the reason why they're unable to eat or put anything in their mouth. The skin is usually described as pale, grayish, or ashen, giving them a ghostly, sickly appearance. Hungry ghosts are often depicted with sunken eyes and hollow cheeks, further emphasizing their starved and suffering nature. The hungry ghosts also have long claws, kind of like mine.
Wow. Very, very, very interesting. Very informative, Mayuri. Can you tell me about like their behavior?
So their behavior, of course, they're always, you know, in a perpetual state of hunger and thirst. And so they are inability to consume food. They're devouring foul substances. Like, for example, they'll eat garbage and cremate or decaying matter.
Damn. So they're going to be like eating out of the trash.
Eating out of the trash can, yes. They're always hovering near the living, especially around family members or people who neglected them. You know, people that didn't give them the proper burial to honor them.
They're hovering around. If you're not doing right, they're going to hover around you and curse you. So you better burn a lot of money for them.
Right. And then sometimes they haunt their descendants, letting them know, like, hey, guys, I'm here. Give me something to eat. So here I am.
You guys didn't take care of me when I was alive, and you definitely didn't take care of me when I was dead.
Right. My descendants, please don't forget to bury me money, or otherwise I'll come and haunt you.
Oh, okay.
Causing misfortune or illnesses. Hungry ghosts, especially those who are vengeful, are believed to cause misfortune, bad luck, or illnesses. This can happen when a hungry ghost feels wronged. So if you did them wrong, you need to make sure you give them
burn them
offering.
a lot of money. Give them offer them a lot of food.
Right. Or if you also disturb the offerings, they can, you can get bad luck from that. So like if you're kicking something, or if you're kicking the offering that's in the altar or on the ground, anything, any type of offerings to the hungry ghost. If you accidentally just walk by and you accidentally kicked it.
So what do you do now?
You're out of luck. You're just going to have either bad luck, you're going to get sick, all of that good stuff.
Well, I mean, we live in America, so we don't have to worry about that.
Well, you never know.
I don't think does Dallas have a Chinatown? I don't think they do.
I mean, they have Chinese people, but I don't think it's like hardcore like in LA or something.
So yeah, people in Texas or Chinese people that live around Dallas, you guys don't have to worry about that.
While hungry ghosts are generally malevolent due to their suffering, they can be temporarily appeased through offering food, joss paper, or symbolic gifts. When the living makes offering during the Hungry Ghost Festival, it is believed that the hungry ghosts are pacified for a short time. Give them food, burn some joss paper, they'll be happy.
Okay, yeah.
Right.
That sounds about right. Because they can take that to the afterlife with them.
Right. And then sometimes their behaviors can be aggressive or destructive. That's because some of the ghosts are described to be more aggressive, especially if they were particularly evil or greedy in life.
Okay. So now they're even worse than before.
Yeah. But I mean, if you just give them, food or whatever that they like, then, you should be good to go, right?
Yeah, I would hope so.
Yeah, okay. So like if there's a hungry ghost following you and just give them burning joss paper, lots of joss paper money.
Yeah.
Maybe they have like clothes or whatever, lots of food, liquor, beer.
Yeah, I'd make a deal with the hungry ghost that's following me. I'd be like, hey, look, man, we're both gonna win. You're gonna follow me to the casino. And then when I hit it big, I'm going to burn you real money. Not fake money, I'm going to burn you real money. So we'll both win. If you're a hungry ghost, you're listening, follow me. And we're going to go to Choctaw. We're going to go clean that out.
Don't say that. That's kind of creepy. Well, also, hungry ghosts are often said that they are afraid of light. When it's sunlight, you're safe. They have attachments to greed and desire. So that's the reason why they're always hungry, because, they're hungry for something. Most of them are greedy, selfish, and unethical in life. That's one of their main behavior.
So if you're a snake in real life, you're going to be a hungry ghost, guaranteed.
So don't be a snake when you're living.
Yeah.
Make sure you do lots of good deed.
Wow, Miuri, that's a lot of gems you've been dropping on me. So how can I protect myself? How does one protect him or herself from these malevolent, hungry ghosts?
You can protect yourself from many, many ways. Again, you can give offerings to the hungry ghost. You can also burn joss paper money. And you can release water, lanterns in river or lakes. And this is to help guide the spirits back to the underworld and to keep them from the human realm. Make sure that you avoid going out late at night, especially in the dark or secluded areas.
Why? Like, what if you had to work graveyard shift or whatever? You're a bouncer, you got to work.
The concept is you're not supposed to be out doing ho shit at night. So during the 7th lunar Chinese calendar, stay your ass at home. Come home early. Don't do ho shit. Then you should be fine.
All right. Sounds good.
Avoid attracting spirits. So don't wear red or black.
Yeah, but I read somewhere they had like a red bracelet or thread or whatever, right? Is to keep the spirits away, right?
Sure. It has to be a red thin string. That's only around your wrist or your ankles. It can't be on your head. You can't wear like a red bandana. Okay, that's you bloods out there trying to gangbang. That's the month that you cannot gangbang. So
all right.
Shout out to the bloods. I feel bad for you. Again, don't try to whistle or sing at night.
Okay? Why?
Whistling is believed to attract spirits. Okay? And the sound of whistling or singing is said to catch the attention of wandering spirits.
Okay, so if you are going to sing or whistle at night, don't do it during the lunar month on the Chinese calendar.
If you're a singer and you're trying to rehearse, make sure you do that during the day. When it's at nighttime, don't be trying to sing in the shower. Otherwise, could you
imagine like the hungry ghost that looks like a grudge just comes out like, shut the up.
Yeah, exactly. Don't call out any names.
What if what if you were like smashing and you're trying to call out that person's name. Can't do that, right?
Can't do that because otherwise you're going to have a threesome. You call the wrong name.
Moving on to the next one.
Avoid disturbing food offerings in the altars or anywhere.
Yeah.
Don't be disrespectful and step on it. Even if it's an accident, like this is the reason why you need to look, especially if you're texting, look up and live.
What if, you're just tempted to take, I don't know, like a little sample of the food, but they're not destroying it. You're just like, little taste. You know what I mean?
The food that's offered to the ghost is meant for the dead. It's not for you. You can also carry protective items with you. That includes amulets or jade, and again, red thread. And FYI, red thread needs to be thin and it needs to go on your wrist or your ankle. You can also get a mirror, octagon mirrors. You can use that.
I've seen those. The Chinese people, they always have it like on their house or whatever. It's like to ward off bad spirits, right? Or bad luck, right?
Yeah, that. Okay. Yeah, so you can use that because like the hungry ghosts, when they see the reflection, they're like, I'm ugly. And it just scares them.
Damn, they look ugly then.
And then another way to protect yourself is to do not swim at night. Why would anybody swim at night anyways?
You never heard of skinny dipping?
I thought you do that during the day. Because why would you do it at night? That defeats the purpose. If you're going to skinny dip, we need to see all your goods in the daytime. Right?
Okay, pervert.
I'm just saying, like,
why would you skinny dip at night?
Another way to also protect yourself is don't take risks or celebrate loudly. You may want to postpone your birthday celebrations, or if you decide to celebrate your birthday, just make sure that it is during the day and not at nighttime. Another way to protect yourself, Danny, is to make sure to close your windows and doors at night. There's no reason why you should have your windows open and your doors open at nighttime. Another way to protect yourself, Danny, is to pay your respect to the dead, and you can go visit the nearest temple. You can, pray to them, and it can help alleviate their suffering.
All right, will do.
So do that. Let's talk about the do's and don'ts. All right. So the do's and don'ts, like I said, the do's.
Okay.
Give offerings to the spirits.
All right.
Feeding the hungry. Okay, so make sure you give them a plate of food or drinks or whatever that you want to give them.
All right, and what else?
You have to worship your ancestors.
Okay, that's 3.
And then release the water lanterns.
Okay, that's 4.
Yep.
All right, so you got to do like 4 things?
Yeah, you got to do 4 things. So during the entire month. So like every day, for example, when you're eating, right? Okay. Especially at nighttime for dinner, just make sure that you just give them a plate.
What if I only bought like $1 menu off of McDonald's? What am I going to eat if I gave that to them?
I don't know. All I have to say is you're a descendant, because I don't want to be related to you. Your descendants or the.
I'll just break them off like a little piece or whatever.
I mean, if I were to be a hungry ghost in his neighborhood, I would probably give you bad luck. Definitely.
Don't come over here. I got like amulets everywhere, and I got like those mirrors.
You guys heard that? Don't go to Danny's neighborhood. He's not gonna feed you.
How can I afford to feed you guys, the hungry ghosts out there? You're listening. I can't even afford to feed myself. I don't even earn enough money to feed myself. Like it's hard being alive.
We all feel bad for his
Have you heard of inflation?
Ancestors. Yeah. Let's talk about the don'ts. Don't go out doing host shit at night. Okay. Check. All right. Don't hang clothes outside.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Check.
And let me tell you the reason why.
Why?
Spirits may latch onto clothing left out overnight.
Okay.
So don't be trying to hang anything outside. All right, especially overnight. Avoid whistling or singing. Don't step on offerings. I'm going to talk about that. And again,
no-brainer.
No big celebrations like weddings or birthdays. Try to avoid that. It is unlucky to celebrate during this month.
You know what? That makes a lot of sense. If you notice, like Chinese people, they don't like open business or whatever, right? During the Hungry Ghost month, and also like weddings, birthday parties, like extravagant parties. You know what I mean? So Mayuri, are there like any like sightings of ghosts like devouring food or whatever, like just roaming around during that month of like Chinese festival?
There's so many stories out there, of course, right?
But has anybody ever caught the ghost on their cell phone, recording it, and be like, oh, my grandpa came visit, he's eating or whatever?
There is no actual credible recorded sightings. However, there's many movies out there. Like you guys can watch The Seventh Moon or even The Hungry Ghost Diner. Okay. You guys can also do lots of research on your side. You can do like a lot of research on YouTube, Google, give you a little bit of insight of what the Hungry Ghost is.
Nice. So how do Chinese people celebrate the Hungry Ghost Festival during like modern day? It's 2024. I mean, do they still make offerings and stuff like that?
Nowadays, they have public offerings in urban areas. They also have temporary altars in some communities, especially in places where there's a large Chinese communities.
Right.
You can see some areas, they still burn joss paper, and they also have offerings outside, like on sidewalks and things like that.
So Mayuri, how come like when you watch like the Chinese movie and other movies, they always make it seem like very eerie and scary and creepy when it's not even like that? All you do is just like give food for like the restless wandering souls. Yeah, they're malevolent because they're looking for something, but if you feed them, they'll leave you alone. It's not even that scary.
I mean, of course, Danny, this is, a horror film. What's a horror film if it's not scary? Common sense, right?
If I'm interpreting this correctly, if you're very ambitious, you're going to be a hungry ghost.
You're going to...
You know what? Maybe not. If you're not like cheating anyone, doing your business, if you're not a snake to like screw people over, you might not be a hungry ghost, because I definitely do not want to be a hungry ghost, be like roaming around, digging through trash, eating people. No, F that. I thought it was going to be a little bit more scarier and a little bit more sinister, but it's actually not. It's just, these spirits, they have no one. They're just wandering around. They're looking for food. But if you feed them and you're just like, hey, I know you're there. You live in your realm. I'll live in my realm. We'll just respect each other. And everything should be okay. And then, if it's not, you just carry your talisman or protective amulets or whatever. Yeah, it's crazy. I've learned a lot that the festival, the whole holiday was a Taoist influence and Buddhism combined together by that disciple that you brought. What was his name again?
Magdalena.
Yeah, and if you got any value from this, please like, share, and subscribe.
Comment if you guys like our costume, and if there's anything that we're missing out on this topic, please let us know.
If not, please do the 3 anyways. Definitely comment below, because we're not an expert on this. If we got some stuff wrong, we do apologize, but we try our best to do our due diligence to give you these informative information about the Hungry Ghost. And until the next time, have a good one, guys.